Microsoft finally, it only took them, a year and a half of owning Activision, did a smart idea. And they apparently saved Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 from the Activision mine. And if you don't remember the story real quick, it was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 HD did gangbusters. They were going to make a 3 and 4, but Activision really, really wanted that studio to be sent to the Overwatch and Call of Duty mines to make skins instead.
Yeah.
So they took the game from them after promising Tony Hawk they'd make the game, and they just went to like random indie developers who didn't make sports games and go, do you want to make this AAA budget sports game? And they're like, we make pixel games here. And they go, okay. And then they went to Tony Hawk saying, we tried, we can't find someone to make the game, and the other team is now magically busy making Kiriko skins. All 500 of them. So, nope, can't do it. So the game was canceled. Tony Hawk was pissed, which, I would be too.
Yeah. And at that point, if you piss off Tony Hawk, like, just stop. Why would you do that? He's like the nicest guy. And you dared to anger him.
America's sweetheart.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk, survivor of the upcoming race war, and that famous meme. The guy who always...
No, he's not a survivor, that's the whole point.
Well, no, the guy was trembling at the thought of doing it, right? So he'd probably survive. If there's trembling at the thought, he has a good survival rate, right?
All right. There's a chance.
Unlike most people, right? Ryan Seacrest, he ain't. Tony Hawk, there's a good chance.
I mean, understandable. I wouldn't. If it were me, like Ryan Seacrest, I don't think so.
So, Microsoft, I guess, had the good idea saying, hey, remember that stupid game that Activision got rid of? What if we just made it? And they are.
What a good idea. Oh my God.
And they're listening to feedback because Bam Margera was originally not going to be in. I don't know for what reason, off the top of my head, but apparently
there's a million different reasons why Bam wouldn't be in it at this point.
Yeah, but then apparently Tony Hawk he was in the original Tony Hawk 4, put him back.
Yeah.
And they did. Doom guy was in Tony Hawk 4. They put in the Doom Slayer as DLC.
Which is interesting that they're using the Eternal one and not the one for the game that's coming out this year.
Well, I mean, if you want to get even more technical, they use in Pro Skater 4, they use the original 1 design.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It's just,
maybe,
I don't care, it's cool.
Maybe the model's not done by the time they were making the DLC or available to share. Maybe it doesn't work in the engine. I really don't know off the top of my head. I don't know.
But I'm here for it regardless.
Oh, yeah. And I was talking to you, I was like, if they did this with like every IP Microsoft has, that's the easiest. Halo, and then because it's like you get, skateboards, banners, you get a couple like a song or two in this pack. Like Halo, easiest dub. Any Rare game,
oh my God,
easy dub. These are all easy dubs to make money, and it's so smart. And back to apparently they were gonna make it so Tony Hawk 3, it was like, you get a world, 2 minutes to do a mission. 4 actually had quests. All those little missions were split up. They give you a giant park, and you go to the person, they give you a quest, and you do the thing, right? They got rid of that. Apparently, enough people were upset that Tony Hawk walked up to them and went, put it back. So apparently it's back to the way it was originally in 4.
I'm glad Tony Hawk has had as much influence on this as he rightly should for this game.
I think Tony Hawk did like a restructuring in his contact where basically he is the guy in charge, where if you don't do what he wants, he gets mad, which valid. I would. His name's attached to it.
Yeah, literally.
That literally Tony Hawk games died so bad. It's like, okay, well, I want people to have fun.
So now that we're actually getting 3 and 4, do you think they're going to branch out into the other games for the remakes?
The issue with that is that I think once you do, the only ones I could see that they could do is Underground 1 and 2, and then that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
Everything else is a stretch. I even think Underground is a stretch. I really think at this point, they should just make a new Tony Hawk.
I agree.
Especially since there's now a lot of competition because Skate 4 is going to come out, and that's a live service game, so it's going to be trash.
And there was that game I can't remember. I sent it to you.
Oh, I forget the name of it too.
Yeah. I gotta look it up because I want to be able to.
And there was also Ollie Ollie World. I remember that was an indie. Yeah, it was like an indie chibi version of like Tony Hawk games. There's a lot coming out. Like the nostalgia window is open. So now that you have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, I think now would be a smart time to just after that, just make a new one. You have all the assets.
Skate Story,
that's what it was. You have all the assets to just make a new one at this point. But yeah, no, first Microsoft dub in a hot minute.
Good job, Microsoft.
Good.
You did it.
Yeah, nice.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm genuinely shocked. Someone had a good idea for once.
Man.
Literally anyone had a good idea.
Gaming is doing all right.
So Jover, guys.
Yeah.